Sunday?
Nah, no.
How does the boot we saw in Hard Knocks that you sometimes wear a boot? How does that help you?
So, well, no, like I said, my toe. So after the game, it might be a little sore. So I wear it, early during the week, and then I take it off to practice, at the end of the week.
De'Von, you had good success against Buffalo the first time you guys played them. You had good success last week. Considering both of those, how do you feel going into this week's game?
I feel great. I feel like I said, the team. We know we took a loss last week, but like you said, we know what we can do as a team, and like you said, when we follow our centers, I don't think anybody can stop us. So, I feel great about my performance, and if I keep going, and I know telling what can happen.
I'm sorry, Will. What went right for you that first time in Buffalo? You were running between the tackles, very effective, 2 touchdowns. I think it seemed like everything you did in that game went well. What was going right in that game?
Obviously, I got to give the most credit to O-line. They was, made amazing blocks. And also, it was early in the season, and people weren't expecting, 2 running backs to be on the field. So, it was like different packages that, everybody didn't see. So, when your first time seeing something, you kind of like, don't know what to do or what it is. So, that's why it was pretty like effective doing it early during the season.
It's no secret this team's been banged up on offense in particular. How much has that combination have been where we haven't maybe seen this offense where you want it to be, and how much confidence do you have that in this game you can get to that point we've seen this offense produce?
Like you said, people are banged up, but I feel like, the guys that are next man up are as good. So I feel like this team know that we could be great. If somebody is down, we know that somebody can come up and replace them. So obviously we want to have everybody on the field. But if everybody's not on the field, we know, like during the week, we still trust in that guy, and we still see that, expect him to come make plays on Sunday.
Are you able to take like an injection before the game to help with pain? Is that something that's helpful or no?
No, I don't do that.
No needles?
Nah.
De'Von, how does the constant changing of the offensive line challenge the running backs to kind of be in constant communication with those guys and make sure everything is,
I wouldn't say it's not that difficult. I feel like we in practice with everybody. Like I said, we in week 18, 17, so we've pretty much got a pretty good feel of it, who's going to be there on Sunday. So I wouldn't say it's too bad. I feel like everybody know each other, everybody communicate with each other, so it's pretty easy.
So I know that Kyle Field has had some pretty big atmospheres before, but Sunday night primetime division championship on the line. How excited are you for a big primetime atmosphere like that?
I'm pretty excited. The crowd really don't get to me as much though, but just playing in front of a lot of people and, like you said, primetime game, so everybody gonna be watching. That's kind of cool. That's fun.
How has your first NFL season gone compared to what you thought it would be like?
It's pretty good, except like the injuries. But other than that, I feel like I had a pretty good season. I wouldn't want it no other way. So.
You feel like you've just had a little bit of bad luck? Is it the bigger, faster, stronger guys hitting you now than in the past? What do you think has been the reason you get nicked up a little bit?
I wouldn't say bad luck, just freak accidents. Like you said, this game, you get injured any type of way. So I wouldn't say bad luck, just freak accident.
Did Raheem have any encouragement or thoughts prior to the last game or during the last game?
He always gonna say his few words, pregame. He always gonna keep the energy as he was on the field. So just him making sure that we all keep the same energy, even though we was down early. Just making sure we still got our heads in the game and making sure that tell us like what he see from the sideline. So he wasn't just sitting back watching the game. He also was like in the game, like he had the headset on and everything. So he was a coach that day.
Dolphins haven't really had a back like you since I've been covering the team for more than a decade. Who do you kind of model your game after? Who is someone that you looked at as a younger player?
I like watching Chris McCaffrey a lot. So.
What about his game do you like?
Not just him running the ball, but like him, going off of routes. Basically being an athlete, basically, not just a running back. Somebody who can, do routes and catch the football. So.
Which guy?
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Are you too young to remember Warwick done? Did he wear 28 also?
I don't think he
There was a dude from Florida State,
2001.
and the Bucs. Have you ever seen? I know you. No, that was a pre-draft.
No, I heard the name before though.
I don't know. All right, look up the YouTube video.
I think he was faster than Gordon was.
Yeah, I heard the name. I never.
Make guys tougher than they think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how do you view that part? Like, people say, "Oh, he's not going to take it inside," but
I pretty much I mean, every offense I've been in, as far as like high school, college, I mean, it wasn't just outside runs. Like most of my big runs come from like running in between tackles.
De'Von, you almost always make the right decision as far as cuts. Do you make a point to study all of your carries after every game that following week to look back at decisions you made on particular runs? Is that part of your routine?
I mean, after the game, we do after the game, we do come in and watch the game as a team. I pretty much is like going through it that day, but after that, it's like we on to the next week.
What about Gary Sanders? Have you seen some of his?
Yeah, I seen some of his highlights. Yeah.
What about him? Did you kind of like want to aspire to?
Just like how quick he's moving and making people miss. Like he's different. Like everything is fast paced. Like it ain't no stopping. He doing everything so quick and so fast. Like he was. I could imagine playing against him back then. I be like coming against him. Like how do you game plan to stop him? Like some people just naturally talented, and he was one of the people.
Pretty good to aspire to, I'd say.
Yeah.
It seems like from talking to you for a few months, it almost makes you happier when people point out how tough you are with runs between the tackles than your speed. Is that the case? Does that make you happier when someone acknowledges, hey, he can run between the tackles even though he's not the biggest guy, as opposed to he's the fastest guy?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hitting off fast for a very long time. People always question, like, can he take hits or can he run between tackles? So the fact that, that I'm showing that I can do that, and then when people realize that, I mean, I wouldn't say I get happy, but it's something that I know I can do, but I'm just glad, that other people see it as well.
How frustrating has this season been from the injury standpoint? You spent most of your career at Texas A&M relatively healthy. Then you got the knee, the ribs, the toe.
I mean, it's frustrating at first, but like you're saying, it's all a process. And I mean, when it first happened, you coach you be mad, that you're not on the field, that you're not playing. But after that, it's just getting to rehab and just trying to come back stronger. And I mean, it's frustrating at that time, but then you just starting to think like, I'm a rookie, this is my first year, and I plan on playing a lot of years, so I don't think about it like a lot like that.
In a weird way, have you hit the rookie wall? They call it. Have you felt that at all?
So when I had got injuries early, I missed for a week, so I wouldn't say I hit the rookie wall, because I had time off. So.
Right. I was going to ask you, does that
Yeah.
help you kind of in a weird way that you?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say I hit the rookie wall. So right now it's like I ain't played that many games as everybody else, so I wouldn't say I hit the rookie wall.